Hi, I'm Dr. Rolan Tripp. I'm the behaviorist for Hannah the Pet Society, and one of my favorite jobs as a behaviorist is puppies and getting to play with them and hang out with them. It's really crazy that I get paid for having so much fun. So one of the things we do with puppies is prepare them for the Hannah members. So this is Charles. Charles is getting prepared to go home to his new home, and one of the things we're worried about with Charles is he tends to lick a lot. What we don't want our Hannah dogs to do is be excessive lickers. Now, a couple of licks is cute. People think of it as a kiss, but in reality, it's much deeper than that. Where does licking come from? Well, this little brain right here is evolved many generations back from wolves. So in wolf cubs, what happens is the wolf cub goes up to the adult wolf, licks around the face, and the wolf regurgitates a meal. This is because when the wolf goes out and hunts, they don't have any hands to bring back food. They carry it back in their stomach, and the stomach does partial digestion, which is actually helpful because when the puppy licks around the face, the wolf will regurgitate the food. It's already partially digested, so it works out better for the puppies, for the wolf cubs, whose intestines and whose stomach is just getting developed. So that's where it comes from. Now, in humans, when we have a puppy, we hold it up. We often hold it up to our face like this, and the puppy has an instinct. And often, Charles has been licking a lot all day. You don't want to lick anymore? Yeah, so he can't help himself but lick, and he tends to lick a lot. So what we're doing is we're working with him to reduce his licking. So here's what we suggest you do to prevent licking, excessive licking, and I'll give you some tips on how to control it in the dogs who already have excessive licking. So the first thing is I suggest you have a lick rule. Now a 5-lick rule would mean the puppy is allowed to lick about 5 times and then you move him away from you. 10-lick rule would be the same, about 10 licks. So you have a family council and decide how many licks do we want to allow as the rule for our house. This is just another one of your house rules. We encourage house rules because it gives consistency and predictability within the house. This rule, the preventing excessive licking rule, the 5-lick rule, let's say, what this does is it allows a dog to have some expression of that natural instinct without it becoming excessive. The second thing I'm suggesting that you do is instead of having him lick the face, because around the lips there is the potential for unsanitary treatment. So I suggest when the puppy wants to lick, just turn your head and let him lick your ear, and that is a little bit more, it's still fun, but no more than 5 licks. All you have to do is after 5 licks, we just move the puppy away. All right, so we don't allow the bad habit to develop. Okay, so that's prevention. Allowing an outlet, setting a limit like 5-lick or 10-lick rule, and then redirecting it to a part of the body where it's still cute, but it doesn't contaminate your mouth with potential stuff like dog spit and parasites and all that good stuff in there. All right, now, what if you have a dog that's an excessive licker now? The principles are the same. This dog has become unintentionally reinforced, and this dog who has excessive licking is probably doing it partially out of a nervous habit. So, there's 2 levels. One, we want to establish rhythm within the house, routine, a predictability in the house, and for the licking itself, set that same rule. For an excessive licker, you might start with a 15-lick rule, because it's about how many you want to do, and then reduce it to a 10 and to a 5 over time. So the idea is you initially let the dog lick to get that out and then move it away. But here's the key, you only praise and give affection for the dog when it's not licking. The goal is to give more affection and more attention for not licking than it does for licking. And then again, the underlying issue is anything that might be causing anxiety, like lack of sufficient exercise or some social issues with other members of the family. Let's try to fix those with other topics such as learn to earn, which we'll discuss in other videos. So for Charles here, we have great hopes for him. He's already doing better because we're working with his excessive licking, and he's doing great. He's going to go home and be a great Hannah dog. If you have more questions, join us at hannahsociety.com. Thank you.